Here.
I'm here to check that.
Yeah, brother.
This man tell me.
I am aware that the People's Progressive Party does not want me as a leader.
Here.
The FBI is doing their investigation. Some aspect is coming back.
Wealth is not trickling down to the people of Guyana.
There will be additional questioning that is required. And that is, of course, I don't get involved with that.
Critic.
Yeah, brother.
It is important for Venezuela to understand that Guyana will not be bullied, threatened, or intimidated.
Hello, good morning. Here.
I'm here to check that.
Yeah, brother.
This man tell me.
I am aware that the People's Progressive Party does not want me as a leader.
Here.
The FBI is doing their investigation. Some aspect is coming back.
Wealth is not trickling down to the people of Guyana.
There will be additional questioning that is required. And that is, of course, I don't get involved with that.
Critic.
Yeah, brother.
That Guyana will not be bullied, threatened, or intimidated.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, guys. A good, great morning to all of those who tune into the realest thing in the world, coming to you from Guyana, TBN Studios, South America. I have been preaching on a daily basis about dangers of sanctions, about dangers of association with the Mohammeds and preaching. And sometimes I feel like my cries are falling on deaf ears. But I learned that a lot of people are learning. But all this preaching goes against something I strongly believe in. You can't do what you don't know, and you can't know what you don't know. It sounds funny. You can't do what you don't know. If somebody says, let's go swimming, if you don't know to swim, you can't do it. When somebody's talking to you and they say, well, the bile creates a chemical that has this reaction that burns fat in the body. Bile? Bolo? What are you talking about? You can't have an interaction. So the lungs taking air extracts oxygen from that air, infuses it to the bloodstream right away. Lungs, I know. What are you talking about? If you don't know, you can't do what you don't know. Guyanese don't know about sanctions. Azzedine Mohammed is the first person and his father was the first person that ever gets sanctioned. Them not know. But do you know about war? Do you know how most of the modern American wars start? So wars in America are wars by the Americans, or when the Americans going to do something, in most cases, they need the consent of the people. But it's not yes, yes, yes. Consent by a capitalist U.S. understanding is not yes, I agree. It's just give you enough information for shut your mouth. We want you to protest. Consent is not protesting in the U.S. How do you get that? Media. Everybody start talking. Venezuela, Guyana. You start putting out information. Dangerous drugs, fentanyl, bap. We got to stop drugs. That's how it works. Now, this ain't no secret. It's plain as day in front of your eye. Would you agree that America operates like that? They start sending out song bites and giving vibes. This is what's gonna happen. And everybody say, yes, we need to stop the drugs, because every mother got a child she could relate to, they're on drugs. Everybody in the world got somebody that's on drugs, thinking, oh my God, yes, I'm glad if they could get rid of this. Look how it damaged that boy. And they start singing the tune. All the media thing, and then bam, they respond. And when they do respond, the American people say, yeah, we knew that was coming. They told us. So you know it, but duh. But have you been following the news? No, you know about sanctions in Guyana. Nobody ever before have ever been sanctioned in Guyana. You know about wars? How America does fight wars? Yeah, I know. You know. But let me tell you. You know, Putin went and met Donald Trump the other day in Alaska. You know about that, Robbie? Yes. Putin went and met Donald Trump in Alaska. Putin is a Russian president. And Putin shake Donald Trump's hand and Managiaf. B-2 bombers fly overhead. Simultaneously, while that is happening, the US is sending support to Ukraine. While the US is negotiating to stop the Ukraine war, the Ukraine-Russian war, they send a little more stuff. Recently, they send some different kind of rocket launchers and so. You understand? So the US operates. It's a capitalist society. You guys got to wake up. You guys got to wake up. What happened? You see, half of we population, close to half of we population is black people. That's where this whole thing come down to. We get caught in something. Because of their strong Christian beliefs, they believe more in God than the reality of the world. That's the problem. That's where we come down to. That's why black people mostly follow Muhammad. Because people go watch and relate it and think, yeah. Right and wrong. In the real world, are right and wrong. Not the capitalist world. It got profitable or unprofitable. You know why the US would send things to Ukraine? You got your own. When you get, they got military surplus. War is a business. Yeah, I gotta wake up. People got rights. You making joke? You got rights. Black people are worse off in America today than they were before Martin Luther King. They didn't have advantages. They had to sit on the back of the bus. But the black people had a family. Black families were growing and striving. Now black people are only customers to Nike and Adidas and Puma. What else they are? What industry they take over? You understand what's going on? Hello.
Every morning you program based on Mohameds, but you talk about fucking Sean now, I talk about out your secret.
But so to me, son, they mean no secret. He's a drug addict. He got gay drug. At least you know, here we got do it. That's why all this guy answer for. You don't know that they're rubbing wrong. Yeah, well, I come. So again, me like the Americans. I dare for a different trajectory. The Americans, hello, good morning. And what's the hand? He said, hi. You know what I mean? The hand that on here, right? Good morning, sir. How do you do? You all right? You know them kind of way? Hello, good morning. I saw you had a barbecue last night, sir. Good morning. Good morning. And the hand that on here. Yes, sir. You don't see two hands. All right. And you wait for next year. Up, up. And you fall down. No, no, no. Americans. Hello. Good morning. But like me, I got two hands on the button. Yeah, boy. All right. I might get it up here for you to sit. Hey. Morning. I'm ready for you. Yes, me like the Americans. I direct, I telling you. Yes, sir. No diplomacy whatsoever. So what's the problem? And we're talking about it here. Is that people feel they got it. They feel they got it right. You hear the minister, former minister said how Henry, whatever is his name, say how, hello, good morning, say how the script heads, hold for me. Let me finish my thought thing.
What?
The farmer Henry Jeffrey said the script heads, they accepted that all the years they had these black people, they didn't call them script heads, they started calling themselves script heads. But they got these script heads with them and they had a purpose to them. Now what happened? They didn't really, me know if it's coherent or the word you use. Coherent is known, I understand, but like the whole PNC didn't agree that they're selling out some of them to the Mohameds. Yes, sir. And the PNC never had the kind of money what Mohameds had, what Mohameds got for give black people. So you got a man where you want to walk, want an easy life, willing to go and pick up a 50 grand and do any kind of scunt. Yes, sir. Nobody paying attention to them. Yeah, my brother, talk to me.
Critic, you see the call? I tell you about you picnic, tell Ebola, like wife and fucking daughter stop got picture by the cathedral. You educate the people.
Wait. Tell me something. You know the guy?
Yeah, I know he fucking white affair by the daughter to right.
No, don't do it, man. Don't do it. But here, on a serious note. No, don't worry, wife and the daughter. Let me deal with he.
The people about the drugs, you know, the mommy up on squad, mommy kills fucking people. I don't import export drugs. And them a fucking conspire with illegal money and look for scrape hand out. Look, I go look fucking
Bola in. Lucky thing everybody got a voice for calling for me program. So I tell you, there is the perception and there is the reality. If y'all think the Americans deploy troops, rocket launches and everything is to the South Caribbean Sea, forget off. Listen to this. This is the wrongs that is being made on social media. Listen to this.
So Maduro rallies Venezuelan militias before U.S. warship arrival. So check this out. Do you know what is the most America's ever offered a bounty to an individual? What do you think is the most money America's ever offered as a bounty?
25 million.
To who?
Now again, when you see a discussion is making wrongs in the U.S., there's a reason for that. You understand? Osama bin Laden. You want to know where Maduro is on the U.S. microscope? Now the U.S. has made the connection between Mohammed and Maduro. U.S. representatives in their Congress, in their House, said Azzedine Mohammed is a Maduro puppet. You know how much US offered for Osama bin Laden, dead or alive? 25 million US. Osama bin Laden was blamed for the bringing down of the World Trade Center and the loss of over 2,000 lives. Manhattan, New York City. That is how serious the charges against Osama bin Laden was. How much you believe the US offered for Maduro? 50 million. Never heard before. Hear this again.
So Maduro rallies Venezuelan militias before U.S. warship arrival. So check this out. Do you know what is the most America's ever offered a bounty to an individual? What do you think is the most money America's ever offered as a bounty?
25 million
to who? Osama bin Laden and who else? Two names. Saddam Hussein. Okay. So you know what's the most bounty we ever offered to anybody?
No.
Maduro.
50.
Record-breaking -- So a few things when you go through why this has happened and why this is such a big story. It's a massive story. By the way, I think we have 4,000 troops, if I'm not mistaken. 4,000 troops, okay? They've already deployed 3 guided missile destroyers, USS Gravely, USS Jason Dunham, USS Sampson, okay? They designate this guy as a terrorist organization the same way they did as MS-13 and a couple different places. Do you know how much money from Maduro they've seized? I didn't know this number. Do you know how much money they've seized from Maduro? No. $700 million of bank assets, money, accounts.
We
$700 million. Wow. Private jets completely seized it. And so the question becomes, why are they doing this? You know, Venezuela is responsible for 25% of the entire world cocaine. So whatever cocaine
that's the message. That's the message being sent out. And don't forget the US make no qualms about reminding or making it clear that Azzedine Mohammed, just weeks before election, Azzedine Mohammed is a Maduro puppet. I'm telling y'all, you can't do what you know you can. No, we have never done.
Out of 4, but yeah, one of them is from Venezuela. Just kind of look at it that way. Okay?
What about Colombia?
They got 25% of it. So
Adam, is that accurate?
It used to be Colombia. Adam, is that accurate?
I don't know, Tom. Do your little bubbler noise and we'll figure it out. No, you snort cocaine. You don't bubble too long.
While they're doing this,
Tom, explain that again.
Trump administration allowing Chevron to resume their U.S.-only oil operations in Venezuela. All of this stuff is going on, right, with Venezuela. All this stuff that they're doing. And then Maduro is trying to flip the script. Rob, if you got this video here to play, is this a clip, Rob?
Yes.
Go for it.
This week, I'm going to activate a special plan to ensure coverage with more than 4,500,000 militia members, across the entire national territory. Militias prepared, activated, and armed, rifles and missiles for the rural force to defend the territory, the sovereignty, and the peace of Venezuela.
By the way, for the people that don't know, that's not really his voice. I don't know why that man, the translator, was screaming the way he was, but shout out to him. He was actually trying to get the energy as well as Maduro was. He's calling on Venezuelans to enlist in the national militias ahead of the potential arrival of the U.S. warships in the Caribbean with state TV on Friday, urging men and women to sign up at army bases and public squares. A presenter declaring, when your country calls, it's as if your mother was calling. Maduro stated a day earlier,
Maduro mobilizing. Maduro is in panic. And Guyanese, they're wrong, fucking wrong with Mohammeds. The Americans say Mohammed is a Maduro puppet. Maduro beg him, come out, come out. The US send. Watch, let me say.
A small armada of U.S. Navy ships heads towards Venezuela. its mission to stem drug.
Them news banner yesterday, they come for CID handcuff for Brian Max. Guyana got serious problems coming. You don't worry, Mahan. I will show you just how. Ryston Drakes, or whatever he named, paid Mohamed. Paid by Mohamed. Travis Chase, paid by Mohamed. Most of the media's control are paid by Mohamed. What they come for yesterday? The story yesterday is Critic in had $100,000 after Mark come running me place. They got women out, they get him more licks than what Brian Max get. They got man get stabbed by a Venezuelan at Freedom Hooper dead. A father dying in the news. They got drugs being busted all over the place. Dying in the news. Y'all fucking wrong with Mohammed. Listen to this.
A small armada of U.S. Navy ships heads towards Venezuela.
That's happening. They put in the news. This is CNN.
Drugs sent from the South American country.
The DOJ has seized over $700 million of Maduro-linked assets, including 2 private jets, 9 vehicles, and more. Yet Maduro's reign of terror continues. He is one of the largest narco-traffickers in the world and a threat.
This is the world news. Y'all don't understand. Y'all getting distracted. This is CNN. They got for everybody talking about the movements. Maduro is mobilizing militia, begging to come out, wherever you are. They had a training exercise with a fat man. By the time he passed through the thing, he had a heart attack. And y'all worry with Mohammeds? Hello?
Yeah, Critic.
Yes.
Yeah. Why should we believe the Americans? The Americans said Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction and he had nothing.
No. Hold up, brother. Hold up. It's the same. Hold up. It's the same thing I'm talking about. Didn't they go and fuck up Iraq? Me ain't talking about belief there's black people problem. It has nothing to do with wrong and right. Are you suggesting the people who gone to the South Caribbean Sea in a launch have some fucking rocket and fuck up Maduro? Isn't there conspiracy theories about 9/11 that is they set it up? But Osama bin Laden didn't still get fuck up? That is the problem with these fucking people. Has nothing to do. A capitalist society ain't got nothing to do with truth and right. It has to do with a narrative, perception. You hear what this lady? This lady stand up in front of a crest of the White House and talking or State Department or whatever and saying what she gotta say. She putting out a narrative out there. What is the end of it? You got these fucking people now would come and tell you, oh yes, but they lie before. Yes. Hello? Hello? Hello, good morning.
Good day.
Yeah.
Good morning. I'm calling from New York. This is Ryan here. Good day. If there's one thing you shouldn't be cheering, it's the fighting of Venezuela. You know what Venezuela's meant to Guyana, our survival, when they had us eating rice with tea, breakfast, and dinner? You cheer.
Tell me something. What ethnicity is you?
I'm a black man.
All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Don't mean cheering at Venezuela. I'm saying the shit is about to pop off. That is the fucking problem with these people. They would believe anything. You hear like everybody else suspicious. Black people, oh man. God knows best. What the fuck? Listen to what this lady saying.
small armada of U.S. Navy ships heads towards Venezuela. Its mission? To stem drugs sent from the South American country.
The DOJ has seized over $700 million.
A black man can't before. Why would you believe the Americans? All I believe is that the Americans, when they're ready for fuck you up, they will fuck you up. That's why I believe, that's why I know. It happened to Gaddafi. It happened to Saddam. You know and I know. When they start moving funny, shit go pop off. That's what I'm talking about. I don't give two flying fucks if she talking the truth or lie. I know. The Americans is sending warships. The Americans is doing this for fun. The Americans is do a set and link Azadine Mohammed to Maduro for fun. As Maduro's puppet. That's all I'm saying. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Critic. You see, people didn't realize that this man, they in a survival mood. People realizing though, and they getting lead astray by Mohammed, and them realizing this man walking with Maduro them.
I hear you, buddy. Thanks for your input. Hear what I'm telling you. This is not about wrong and right. I saw, you saw. Did you see, I don't follow world news. Did you see Trump meeting Putin? How you do? And while they're shaking hand, B-2 bombers that just come back from blowing up Iran's nuclear facilities, the man shaking hand. You are a bigger example of telling you about a dip on your fucking heights with me, bye. You are more example than that. B-2 bombers, the man meet. Hello, good morning.
Wait, you hang up on me, but that's
No, you talk, man. You done say. Once you say you're black, I don't know what's going on. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mr. Critic.
You got turned down the thing in the background there.
I'm calling to find out if all this thing.
You see what's going on? Right away they kick into high gear. When truth start come out, people start calling right away and calculating. People didn't listen and saying, yo, either it makes sense, it makes sense, or it didn't make sense. Like me ain't telling you nothing. CNN.
A small armada of U.S. Navy ships heads towards Venezuela. Its mission? To stem drugs sent from the South American country.
Hey, laugh. The drug trade, they're on the dung. The drug trade, they're on the dung. And they never, U.S., a small armada of U.S. warships? No! A week before election, 2 weeks before election, there's all news. Now you sending U.S. warships? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, turn on the thing in the background there.
Yeah, greetings, bro, greetings. But you think that time with how you talk to them people, you say they're not going to understand what you say.
No, but here no. Brother, remember, you can't sign in party with you. So when I roll out or something happen, I say, yeah, go fuck yourself. They can't watch me. They could watch Travis Chase and say, "Bah, you like to we." They could watch Odessa Primus and say, "Bah, you like to we." You understand? They can't watch Critic and say, "Critic, you misled me, you like to we." I clear in the air one time. Roger that.
Don't see what they think, them think is a random fluke that the US warned we about.
Partner.
Them think is a random that the meeting with the Venezuelan embassy, them think is a random fluke. I say that the US Navy down there, them think all of this thing is fluke.
Brother, the drugs trade from this area as using we Guyana as a transshipment point was at its highest 10-15 years back. It definitely declined. And when it was its highest, they never said warships. No warship, an armada. Hey, we talk, bro. Hello. Now they getting wild. They calculating on Jesus Christ. Your gaffer. Let me block this person. They can't answering. They calculating, oh God, the baby party broke up here, now people getting it. Now me, here, CNN say.
A small armada of U.S. Navy ships heads towards Venezuela. Its mission, to stem drugs sent from the South American country.
When drugs are on the decline? America, capitalist society here. Me and they here for tell you whether it's wrong or right. I know them ships sailing in the fucking South China Sea. Off of Caracas, that's what I know. I know the congressman from Florida and congresswoman say Mohammed is a Maduro puppet. I know they got 2 Maduro jets have been seized. Man, y'all stop fucking calling now. Y'all, we the hot here now. Everybody know what put in their 2 cents. Don't worry, you fucking 2 cents. Let me hear what the people got say. Y'all stop calling. Don't call. Today's not a calling program. Today's not calling. Stop calling. You understand? Just one note. Warship sailing in the South Caribbean Sea. You know they got, the DEA got massive thing, helicopters, and they've been stopping something. They get serious now. I know they see 700 million of Maduro assets, cash. I know they seize 5 million US in gold for Mohameds. Y'all in piecing it together? Y'all with them to put Guyana at the risk? Y'all better wake up, listen to this.
DOJ has seized over $700 million of Maduro-linked assets, including 2 private jets, 9 vehicles, and more. Yep.
2 private jets. I know. I'm one of the people who saw the last time before the private jet was seized. I saw it personally. You got the video footage? You don't know I was there. I met Maduro. I was there. Yeah, I must bring the video footage for tonight. Search it for me. St. Vincent and the Grenadines Airport. That's the last time Maduro used that jet before it was seized. I have video footage where I was standing at the airport just 10 feet away from the jet. Not me alone. Gordon Mosley was there. You know why you're doing this? I want to be able to tell you. Fuck yourself. That's why I want to be able to tell y'all. I warned y'all. I told y'all. This thing is about who could do and who can't do. This thing is about survival. That is why America's a world power. You think there's a fucking world power because of the Mormons going around and praying for people? You think there's a world power because of that? No. They're a world powers because they keep things in check. Specifically things that would benefit them and come their way. If you act nice, shit can happen for you. We is a million people. We there in between a rock and a hard place. We can't do nothing. So you're trying to tell me Maduro has been trying to get Venezuela for the longest while. We got this sweet crude. You ever read this story? A guy posted an article about the oil that Venezuela got. That got the biggest reserves of oil, but it's better shitty oil. Is that the highest value oil? We got the highest value oil over in Essequibo. We got the highest value oil. Sweet crude. What the world looking for? This is about business, this is about money. This government understands that. The PNC in understand that. And the fucking people, Azadine Mohammed is not a government. It's a criminal looking for sanctuary. That is why they went to the Venezuelan embassy. And they're looking for, they just, because the Venezuelan want the outside doing nothing. From the Venezuelan embassy, get a direct connection to Venezuela. Talk to Maduro. Why you believe Mohammed didn't get the prime ministerial candidate yet? The chatter is, You know what's chatter? If y'all don't know, go and find out. Google it, chatter. Chatter in the intelligence community. The chatter is he's waiting on Maduro. Close to time, then he goes, you're trying to figure out somebody that they could control. He ain't got a prime ministerial candidate yet. Here it is.
Maduro's reign of terror continues. He is one of the largest narco traffickers in the world and a threat to our national security.
Imagine the US label Maduro as one of the largest narco traffickers in the world. Just out of the State Department. And a threat to national security. And this is after they said Mohammed is a Maduro puppet. Y'all still playing, y'all ain't reading between the lines.
It's the most significant escalation of tensions between the two countries. And now embattled Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro says he's preparing for an invasion and imploring citizens to fight off a potential U.S.
Maduro is gun-ho shit in his pants and preparing for an all-out invasion. And y'all they here fucking wrong with Mohammeds. Stop playing, Guyanese. Stop playing. Stop playing with your future. Maduro is preparing for an invasion. Y'all fucking wrong. The Americans say Azadine is a Maduro puppet. Stop playing easy. People come, they pull back the bank accounts, the bank, everybody quiet and just doing the thing. People losing visas, everything going on. The people sending subliminal messaging to y'all. Be wary, be focused. They're on your lights. Right, it started with Reuters. They're on your lights. Exxon Mobil pull out. They had to beat out. Then it led to sanctions. Then he playing, oh, sanctions mean this, it mean that. Then people start lose the visa, people start lose the bank account. Stop playing. His candidates say people losing the Hello, good morning.
What's going on, Papa?
Hey, Uncle Benny, we're going on. Talk to me quickly.
No, just calling to say hello.
Okay, Uncle Benny. Cool, man. We got to catch up after the elections. All right. The funny thing is one set of people would believe any scunt. And they've been misled from the beginning of time. It's like, here, is that now people making them a scunt? Is that now people making them a scunt? They see some big thing. Right? At the shores. Hundreds of years ago. They see some big things. Hello?
Morning, Critic.
Quickly, most scott, I tell you, I don't call this morning. I don't care about people's opinion, man. Talk to me quick.
No, serious. Like, give you my opinion this morning, what happened with me this morning. One of my good friends telling me how Nandalal said playing, he admit of rigging the election. Remember the shark video where he slipped, the PNC pulled out the slip and put in Nandalal? Nandalal
was talking about the PNC, but they just got off the part where he said rigging the election, yes.
And people believe that. People naturally believe that.
No word, man. Don't worry them scunt, man. We ain't got time for them shipping this, man. This is a serious thing. Maduro shitting in the pants of the high gear and y'all playing fucking shipping with Mohammed. Y'all don't understand the risk for y'all putting Guyana at. Why is it escalating now? Why Mohammed gets sanctioned, then we start playing with the sanctions? It started the writer's article. They give y'all a hint. America, ExxonMobil run, pull out, everybody start, bust and scatter. Then it come down to sanctions. They keep hinting. They keep hinting. It's not now y'all fucking shipping and being misled, you know. Hundreds of years ago, some people see some ship on a coast and they come out and there was a maze with the fucking white man catch and Scottish shite in his ship and bring their fucking slave them. It's long that they're on this fucking ship in this. I always want to see what gonna happen. Bro, read between the fucking lines. Civilized, developed societies. The sea thing, like you seeing fucking smoke. You going in that direction. You seeing plumes of smoke. You know it's a village born and what the fuck are you going to do there? What are you going to do there, I fireman? I fireman? Then I'm me village. What are you going wrong there? A man tell me put the way. The people that born in villages up the way. Hurting people. What the fuck are you going to do? You're a journalist? You going to cover the story? Eh?
Attack.
Here it is.
Battle Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro says he's preparing for an invasion and imploring citizens.
He praying for war, you know. You hear Maduro terms, and there's a translator. He ain't preparing for war. He prepared to be fucking invaded because you can't stop America. He ain't got nothing to stop America. America just drop it like a hot penny. It getting serious. Beware, Guyanese.
To fight off a potential U.S. attack.
Yo me alisto. I am enlisting because I love my homeland. Join with your family. Join with your community. Enlist and join the ranks. Long live Venezuela.
The call to arms is a way to rally support in his country, exhausted after years of economic decline and political strife.
We defend our people, and we, one way or another, are going to defend ourselves.
But even as he claims to have more than 4 million soldiers, police, and militia members ready to do battle, Maduro may be outgunned. The Trump administration has sent at least 3 U.S. Navy destroyers, a submarine, attack aircraft, and 4,000 Marines to stem the flow of drugs to the U.S., which they say Maduro is responsible for.
No, here I'm telling you. The DEA, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency, got more than enough capability of dealing with this, and have been dealing with this. They're in Trinidad, they're in Guyana, they're bossing thing all the time. Trump get Tizik. Decide, yo. Hear what Trump said.
More than 4 million soldiers, police, and militia members ready to do battle. Maduro may be outgunned. The Trump administration has sent at least 3 U.S. Navy destroyers.
3 U.S. Navy destroyers. 3. You know what these things do? For drugs? With fucking people going with balahoo and them little... When you got able to surrender Navy destroyers for drugs?
A submarine, attack aircraft, and 4,000 Marines to stem the flow of drugs.
4,000 Marines? That man got enough thing there for blow up the South Caribbean Sea. Stem? There's not stem. Stem is a little pull. It done now.
U.S., which they say Maduro is responsible for.
I want you to listen. The wording used by they say. They said Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. They said Osama bin Laden is the person responsible for 9/11. I've passed the stage where I care what they say. All I care about is what the US plan to do. You understand? All I care about is what the US plan to do. Now, what they say, they have said many fucking things. I will not cross the US for any reason at all. No reason at all. I don't have the capacity. And I would advise Guyanese.
Maduro denies any role in drug trafficking, but he is under federal indictment in New York for allegedly running a shadowy cartel of army officers turned drug lords.
Remember recently, Azembash came out and said about the connection, about army officers. It wasn't drugs, wasn't gold smuggling, it was drug smuggling. Azembash was put up to that. He ain't coming and answer to now. The involvement, this thing big. Why would a man risk all of that? And while he did the interview, he did say it's very risky if he put it out there if he didn't live. Because the offers by Maduro were big. The game is big. The offers by Maduro is big. Don't let me forget. Me not like, people say, oh, Critic, you don't tag, but no, me don't forget. Azembash came and made some startling revelations. Yes, about army officers. He didn't mention Maduro name. Listen to this.
Trafficking, but he is under federal indictment in New York for allegedly running a shadowy cartel of army officers turned drug lords.
Yeah, I got the videos with the army officers. Bring it up this afternoon. We'll continue this program this afternoon. I want you to listen to this. This is the American narrative. This is what is being discussed.
So Maduro rallies Venezuelan militias before U.S. warship arrival. So check this out. Do you know what is the most America's ever offered a bounty to an individual? What do you think is the most money America's ever offered as a bounty?
$25 million
to who?
Osama
bin Laden and who else? Two names. Saddam Hussein. Okay.
Saddam.
So you know what's the most bounty we ever offered to anybody?
No.
Maduro. 50. Record-breaking #1. So
record-breaking #1. The shit is serious, Guyanese. The Americans are not playing. There are consequences for every action. The PNC made a mistake in giving support to the Mohameds. Mohammed came out with a claim.
Win Party is aware of the lies being spread by both the opposition APNU and the outgoing PPP civic government.
Imagine the confidence. The lies. Is these lies? These lies, the backdoor meetings with people like Nigel Hughes, are these lies? This is the Nazar Mohammed and Nazarene Mohammed going through the back gate by Nigel Hughes' office. Remember these lies? When the Norton photos, when they go meet Norton, when those videos and photos come out, these lies you're talking about? Nigel Hughes come out and said, ask advice. Advice through the back gate. Anybody could go to any lie. I could walk into Nigel Hughes' office and ask advice right now from front. Although Nigel Hughes is not a fan of mine. He's an attorney at law. But through the back gate, the Mohammeds went in the embassy, the Venezuelan embassy. I want to stop. News write a long article. Did you go? No. Let PPP produce the proof. You know the people them who eating this up? Black people. Very gullible. Hear this.
Party is aware of the lies being spread by both the opposition APNU and the outgoing PPP civic government, suggesting that Win plans to a partnership with either of them after the election.
There's no partnership. You bought support. Listen to me. Brian Max came here to collect money for Azadeen Mohamed. Brian Max is on Azadeen Mohamed candidate list. Right? Listen to this. You see this man here?
Venezuela to renew to make the claims that they made in 1960.
You see the man there? You know his name? Malcolm Harry Paul. You know who he representing there? When he did for Freddie Kissoy show? PNC. Brian Max came on Saturday to collect money for Mohamed. Brian Max is Mohamed's candidate. Right? Listen to me. Brian Max is talking for Mohamed here.
You write it. You see, I write it? Well, that's nice. That is nice.
This is Brian Max a week ago talking for Mohamed. Some people think it's after, it's not after, this is before you get the brush. This man, a man that the PNC financed to go to Moscow to further his education. Direct connection, right? Brian Max with them. No, Brian Max is with Azadeen Mohamed. He's an Azadeen Mohamed campaign list. They can't separate themselves. Azadeen Mohamed can come and talk cheese. They can't separate themselves. Here it is. Who you notice be showing people money, so Mohamed, but yes, we got money, plenty money, doggy, money. That's what it's all about, money. No policies, no money, money, money. Everybody run behind Mohamed for money. That's how we roll. Right? No, there's the connection. Azadeen Mohamed, Brian Max. Look who Bill. Look, this man, Malcolm Harry Paul, not a PNC man, right? Look here.
I don't want to give you.
Who's the man there? Who's the man there bailing Brian Max? Malcolm Harry Paul. Azadeen Mohamed can't separate himself from the PNC now. Hello, good morning. Azadeen Mohamed cannot. Malcolm Harry Paul is bailing Brian Max. These are PNC hardcore people. Yeah, let's answer what's going on. When they catch themselves that Mohamed could destroy the PNC from within, they know how. Mohamed, go answer for thing. It is too late. Mohamed is directly linked deep inside the PNC. Dorga, the man got a massive network of old convicts. Massive. You imagine the people who talking for Mohamed is fatter and fucking daggy. Their organization. People are willing. Sarabu Haley, former ministers and things there. And they're willing to be a part of that, where the spokespersons are fat and daggy. France get kicked up, run up the road, hiding. Daggy cock cuss up France, Magdi France, for giving his opinion, his attitude and behavior. Full criminal enterprise. This Malcolm Haripal, hey, PNC man, they can't disassociate themselves. What you going on here? Nigel Hughes, Azreen Mohammed and his father going in the back gate by Nigel Hughes. How can you separate yourself now? I have said it. The PNC have gotten themselves in between a rock and a hard place because I've said it. When Mohammed leaves to go, when Mohammed get, the PPP ain't got no plan with Mohammed. The PPP got a plan for Mohammed. This is the difference. PNC and Mohammed got a plan. Agreement, money pass. The PPP and Mohammed don't have a plan. What the PPP is counting on, and I watching it. This is my opinion. What the PPP is counting on, when Mohammed goes, leaves parliament, let me say he have 5 seats, and he gone after jail, is extradited. Who even the 5 seats going to? The Win party got dissolved itself. Because what are they going to say? What their supremacists is going to be sitting in parliament and saying? Who they can talk to? They will have to side and vote with the PPP. AFC done, PNC obliterated. That is why they don't start singing election rigging, election rigging. The PPP has never rigged the election. Everybody know though. How now is the PPP rigging election? They now sing election rigging, election rigging. Wake up. Wake up, people. I want to thank you once again to tuning into the realest thing in the world, coming to you from Guyana. You can't say I didn't tell you, because when the time comes and y'all get fucked, I can call it for what it is. It can be a well-deserved fuck for the people who follow the Mohammeds. Peace out. Keep it real all the time.
In everyone, PPPC make the small man large. Jobs come fast, youth on track. Cash grants drop, nobody look back. New bank coming for business loan. Pick up the hustler building from home. One dude, build on PPPC. Uplift the common man. Build up the nation. Build up the nation, PPPC. Open the in the hand of you and me. Education rights, tuition free, housing bloom like cherry tree. Jobs in the city, land in the plain. PPPC bring progress again. Open land over 100K. Farmers rise in a real big way. Agro process, turn up the trade. Roads link village, foundation laid. 6 new hospitals reach with door. Telemap touch like never before. You them click in a digital stream. And land degrees fuel the Guyanese dream. Build up the nation. Build up the nation, PPPC. Open the hand. Open the hand of you and me. Education rights. Tuition free. Housing bloom like cherry tree. Jobs in the city. Land in the plain. PPPC bring progress again. Slow it down roots in. Low carbon path. Future wise. Sustainable growth. Open skies. Oil wealth management. is justice true. PPPC thinking about me and you. Unity strong, no dividend, one Guyana. Walking side by side, peace in the heart, pride in the soul. PPPC playing the forward role. Fire not power demotion, build up the nation. PPPC, raise up the flag, for all to see. Child get tablet, mother get land, father get work with skill and pipe water run, supply stay clean. PPPC building the Guyanese dream up. From Burbis to Lethem, from coast to creek. Hear the people speak, more than a party. It's people, it's we. Together we build, together we be. One Guyana, one destiny. PPPC, build up the nation. PPPC, hope in the hand of you and me. Education rise, tuition free, housing bloom like cherry tree. Jobs in the city, land in the plain. PPPC bring progress again. From Burbis to Lethem, from coast to creek. PPPC, hear the people speak. More than a party, it's people, it's we. Together we build, together we